Last player standing.
Nice try, kid.
Confirmó la baja de Sander, acaba de caer por la Mowgli y se viene el ataque orbital, va a hacer daño pero no será suficiente, cuidado porque adelanta. Jotapoen que se lleva ¡No! ¡Jotapoen! ¡Para poquito! ¡Pero Jotapoen! ¡Una más! ¡Hay tiempo! ¡No queda nada de tiempo! ¡Está en coma!
Flash. Vai Uniani, quer tirar armas, leva o primeiro, leva o segundo, leva! Ganhou o terceiro, W kill! Tori kill! Ray drops as well, Moose with the showstopper, gets two, no one can wait, Moose does it!
Welcome to the Headshot, your weekly dose of all things Valorant Champions Tour. Let's kick it off with a look back at some of the best plays from Regional Masters thus far.
Mega clutch!
Dominando o ponto. O Sadak saindo do modo sombrio, leva os dois de lado. Já acertou na S. Meu amigo Maruto é muito bom
İlerleyecekler. Fred'e karşı çok dikkatliler ve Gajin dediğimiz o kili çıkarttı. Harika bir ulti daha. Bir tane daha vuruyor Fred.
The tagger was one, everybody's getting scattered. Quinn goes in, the double knife, the triple knife from Quinn.
We've got the audio cue now, we're going to find the first, he's swinged on to the second. Fearoz falls, there's just one more player to deal with. Takas, the 3-piece, the 4-piece, the A's. Takas, you dirty man.
Time to see where everyone currently stands in their Regional Masters events. So far in NA, only Xset and Immortals have been eliminated from the tournament. 100 Thieves, Gen G, Envy, and Luminosity will battle through the lower bracket this week, while FaZe Clan and Sentinels prepare to face off in the upper bracket finals.
He looks to finish this one off and start. There's the ace to finish off the first map from Win.
Over in Europe, Ballista Esports and Alliance were knocked out in the group stage. At the time of writing, group stage is still underway, with Team Heretics, Ninjas in Pajamas, FPX, and Defuse Team in the lead.
What?
Check out ValorantEsports.com for updates on the results.
I don't see a world where you find this.
Oh my God!
CIS's group stage is also underway. So far, Tweezy and Divinity have been eliminated. Team Singularity, Gambit Esports, Forza, and GMT Esports currently lead the pack. Similarly to Europe, CIS will be playing out the remainder of their group stage this week, with the playoffs occurring over the weekend.
Влади сейчас Шейда схоронит первого, второго, третьего, четвертого. Хайлайты подъехали. Ребятки, вот это красотища.
In Turkey's Regional Masters, FastPay Wildcats, Oxygen Esports, BBL Esports, and Footballists are currently in the lead. Zero Zone and Other Side Esports have been eliminated from contention. After weeks of anticipation, Footballists and BBL will finally get their rematch from First Strike Grand Finals. Check out ValorantEsports.com to see how the results played out.
Oraya da gönderdi. Bela gelecek mi diye bakıyorum. Üstteki rakibini buldu. Bela geldi.
Vision Strikers still remain undefeated in Korea with a 3-0 record thus far in Regional Masters, dropping only one map to New Turn Gaming. Vision Strikers and Team Muyaho have qualified into the playoffs as TNL, New Turn, Damwon Kia, and APE Prince battle for the remaining 2 slots. Tune in this weekend to see if Vision Strikers can keep their streak alive through the finals.
더 추가로 잡아냈어요.
In Japan's Regional Masters, Crazy Raccoon and Absolute Jupiter will face off in the upper bracket finals this weekend. Both teams have yet to drop a map in this event. Reject, Lag Gaming, First Gaming, and FAV Gaming will all have to fight through the lower bracket to stay alive. Brazil's tournament has reached the semifinals, where Gamelanders will face Furia Esports and Pain Gaming will take on Team Vikings. The single elimination format of the bracket has created some tense moments so far, like an incredibly close set between Vorax and Pain Gaming, where Pain ultimately came out on top. Tune in this weekend to see which of these 4 icons will meet in the grand finals.
Consegue, leva o primeiro, o machadão transferiu. Drago, Mighty no clutch.
LATAM North's Regional Masters event came to a close with a nail-biter set between LDM Esports and Laser Clan. The two teams went back and forth in a very close set until Game 5, in which LDM came out swinging. They crushed Laser Clan 13-4 on split and took the crown as the first ever VCT Regional Masters. South Regional Masters event is now underway, with finals taking place this weekend. Head over to ValorantEsports.com to see how the bracket currently stands. Southeast Asia's Regional Masters event kicks off this week. Representatives from each country will come together for a single tournament for the first time in the VCT. Here's a list of all the teams that will be competing. There's still more Regional Masters action to come this weekend. Let's take a look at some of our key matches to watch.
Bone cold, ice cold on Icebox.
First up, we've got FaZe Clan versus Sentinels in the NA Regional Masters Upper Bracket Finals. Sentinels have been a top team in North America since the launch of Valorant, and they've impressed fans once again with their new roster update. In an unprecedented move, TenZ came out of retirement to join Sentinels from Cloud9. TenZ has returned to the VCT in full force, popping off on most maps and scoring an amazing peak average combat score of 427 on Icebox against Luminosity.
Well on the beef. I said this the first time I called TenZ. This is his world, and we're just living in it!
Right alongside him is Sick, who's shown up in a major way at this event. Also frequently top fragging alongside TenZ and flexing between multiple roles to fit the team's needs.
Oh, TenZ!
On the other side, we've got FaZe Clan, who've had some incredible growth over the past few weeks. After a year of mixed results in 2020, the team went back to the drawing board for the beginning of the VCT. Challengers Week 1 was a rocky start for them, but by the time Week 2 and Week 3 rolled around, they stepped up their game and took some amazing wins, including a 3-0 victory over 100 Thieves in the Week 3 main event grand final. The addition of their new coach Trippy has really helped the team find their voice.
Oh my God!
They've had great success playing their new hyper-aggressive Puggy playstyle, focused around setting up their amazing duelist Baby Bay and Corey for success.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just disgusting to watch.
Last time FaZe Clan and Sentinels faced off was in Challengers Week 2 quarterfinals, and Sentinels came out on top with a 2-0 victory. But FaZe has shown massive improvements since then. Are they finally ready to topple the Titans of NA in this rematch? Tune in Friday, March 19th at 5 p.m. Pacific to see how it shakes out.
Oh my God, Mob!
The rematch we've all been waiting for in Brazil has arrived. Gamelanders versus Furia in the Regional Masters semifinals. At the end of 2020, Gamelanders were by far the best team in the region, winning First Strike and nearly every other tournament in Brazil. They finally met their match when Furia burst onto the scene at the start of the 2021 VCT. The historic esports org hit the ground running in Valorant, taking huge wins in Challengers Week 1 and 2. One of Furia's first ever victories was against Gamelanders in Challengers Week 1 qualifiers, where they eliminated Gamelanders in the final round. After that, Gamelanders had a much longer road to Masters, but they eventually beat Furia in the Challengers Week 2 semifinals along the way. These two squads have been battling for the top spot in Brazil all year long, and their rivalry is finally coming to a head at Regional Masters. Their record against each other is 1-1, so this weekend's Regional Masters semifinals will determine who's really the best. Personal pride and a shot at the first Masters trophy will be on the line when Gamelanders and Furia face off on Saturday, March 20th. Head over to ValorantEsports.com for more details on scheduling. Who do you think will win our matches to watch this weekend? Let us know in the comments and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the action. Thanks for watching The Headshot. For upcoming matches and schedules, check out ValorantEsports.com. We'll see you next week for more updates on all things Valorant Champions Tour.